All right, thank you for joining me. While the rain has stopped and the sky has cleared up, it's still a little bit windy outside, and there's numerous wind damage across my neighborhood. Well, thank you all for watching. I'm just going to be kind of walking right now. The winds have calmed down. They're still a little gusty at times, but they're nowhere near the craziness we had earlier. Winds right now are, I'll say, about 20, 25 miles an hour. You can still see it's a little windy outside. But the damaging and destructive winds have since passed. But they're still gusty. So a couple small limbs may still come down, but we're getting winds at about gusting to 30 to 35 miles an hour, maybe up to 40. Tops maybe 45, but the destructive winds have already passed. We're still getting some gusts of tropical storm force. So yeah, it's wise that they're going to keep the tropical storm running up for a few more hours until these winds die down. These winds are still courtesy of ICAS. So it's still windy. You can see the clouds are still kind of moving fast. So we're still getting some gusts of tropical storm force. Even though it's nice and sunny outside, we're done with the rain for today. We're still getting the wraparound winds from Isaias, or Isaias. Yeah, it's very hard to pronounce. I mean, look at this. Holy crap. Numerous trees have been downed.
Air Forces, 10, Jordan, helicopter.
This is not the only one. I mean, this is Irene-like damage. This is what Irene did. In fact, this is exactly how the weather was following Hurricane Irene. Oh, God. A lot of wind damage. A lot of wind damage. This whole tree got uprooted here. I mean, yeah, I mean, look at all this wind damage, guys. Just check it out. Oh, my God. Jeez, this entire tree got uprooted. It's not one tree, but numerous trees got uprooted. Yep. So yeah, check this out, guys. Just walking a couple blocks from my house, just around the corner, there's another tree that was downed. Wow. There's still strong winds coming in, courtesy of Hurricane Isaias. 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 The correct pronunciation is Isaias. 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 So, Hurricane Isaias is now a tropical storm. But look at the damage it's already produced. And it's still windy because of the tropical storm. It is still a tropical storm, just past Albany in the past like 45 minutes. We're getting gusts here in New York City now about 25 to 35 miles an hour, or 35 to 40 miles an hour right now, gusts. The damaging winds have already passed. There's actually a tornado threat, not because of the tropical system now, but as a result of strong thunderstorms passing in Ontario. Um, and it's very warm. It feels really warm outside now. It's not like Irene where temperatures were like in the low 70s, upper 60s, and it felt chilly. In fact, it's really warm outside right now. So, yeah. And this whole tree down here because of Isaias. This is just an example of one of the trees that are down. Still windy outside. Numerous trees have been down all across Regal Park, Queens. But look at that. Even though it's windy out, planes are still flying. You should have honestly canceled all flights in this weather. The damage so far has been pretty widespread. Already 3 trees were down, 2 whole trees uprooted, and a large limb, 2 of which have damaged a car. It's still windy out there, still winds of about 25 to 35 miles an hour. We're still under a tropical storm warning until about 7 p.m. And for good reasons. I mean, look how windy it is. We're still having tropical storm force gusts here in New York City. So more limbs been down. I mean, look at this here. Another limb down here. Oh wow. Surprised there are no trees onto cars here. That's good. So this is the aftermath of Hurricane Isaias. Though it came here as a tropical storm, the winds here have been very destructive. We've been having gusts in or just around hurricane force. There have been gusts up to 75 miles an hour just off the coast. There have been gusts up to hurricane force just on the coastal waters. Though not exceeding hurricane force, but they were very close to hurricane force. There were gusts close to 70 miles an hour at JFK Airport. There were gusts to hurricane force in New Jersey. So that's why there's been so much widespread tree damage. Even though winds were sustained at tropical storm force, because the gusts were near hurricane force, that's why we had so much tree damage. A lot of tree damage today. Lots and lots of tree damage today. Numerous trees have been knocked down. New Jersey alone has over 1 million people without power, and the winds are still pretty gusty. I mean, the gusty wind should last through this evening. So the tropical storm warning is still in effect because of the gusty winds. Even though the tropical storm itself is well north of New York City and is in fact north of Albany, the tropical storm warning is still in effect. So here's another limb that was broken by Isaias. Right here, another limb that was downed. A lot of twigs down, numerous twigs. Oh no, another uprooted tree. Yeah, this is basically a scene that's been repeating itself all across the New York City area. Lots of uprooted trees, twigs down on every block. Shit. Look at that over there, uprooted tree. Дядя Эдик, все нормально? Все хорошо у вас?
Вася, все нормально?
Я сейчас видео делаю, да. Все хорошо. Нет. More twigs, more limbs down here. People were basically moving them out of the sidewalk, out of the streets. So a lot of wind damage today. Lots of wind damage. Thankfully, no cars in the street were hit. Let me see how much my phone is. Hold on. All right, my battery's down to 8% now, so. So planes are still flying despite the weather conditions. I mean, they've improved significantly the past few hours, but let's see, no trees down here. No tree damage there. Excuse me. Excuse me. So, let's see. People basically setting up outdoor dining here. Oh, wow. Let's see. Some limbs down here. Oh my God, another tree. Holy crap. Again. Wow. Okay, my phone's about to die, so I need to hurry up now. All right. Oh God. We got one over there. We got another one there. A lot of trees been down today. All right. Well, limbs, mostly limbs. A lot of limbs been downed. I'm gonna show you this one limb that was completely knocked down. Not this little stuff here, up the road. Large limb was just knocked down. Just let me walk to it now. So all across the neighborhood, trees been downed almost everywhere. Look. Oh no, that's leaf blower. They're gonna have to get the chainsaws out soon. I mean, my block is completely impassable because of the downed tree. In fact, it's one large limb at the one end of Saunders Street, near the corner of 67th Avenue, and at the corner of 66th, there's a tree that fell on top of a car. 2 cars were hit. One car just had its back window taken out with some small dents. The Honda Civic, on the other hand, was completely totaled. It was absolutely totaled. Look at this, guys. Check this out. Holy crap, guys. And it's not one limb that was down. Jeez. Thankfully, this happened right where the car is supposed to be leaving. This didn't happen at a parking, this didn't happen at a parking spot, so. Damn. Oh my God. That's where it came from. When did this happen? What time did this happen?
What time?
Yes.
I think 12 o'clock after.
Nick, maybe 2 o'clock?
No.
1?
12 o'clock.
12.
Yeah.
But the winds didn't get strong until about 1. That's when all the trees started coming down. This one came down around noon. Look, it was more than one branch that got knocked down too. Look at that. And there's some more trees that got knocked down too. This is not the only one. My phone's about to die. So there's been significant wind damage today in New York City from strong tropical storm force wind gusts. Basically, there was several hours of sustained gusts basically that would issue severe thunderstorm warnings. So we basically had a 1 to 2 hour period of severe thunderstorm wind criteria. Just imagine a severe thunderstorm coming through with strong winds that just doesn't stop. That's what we basically had. I mean, the power's still on, guys. Like the power, because there's no power lines above ground here. Everything here is underground. But areas that have above ground power lines, a lot of people lost power today. Like at my mom's area, they're having issues with their phone. My sister's work, they lost internet connection because internet lines got severed by the strong winds. No tornadoes in the New York City area, which is surprising because today New York City was in an enhanced risk, but no tornadoes in New York City. The thing is, they shouldn't have put it in enhanced today. They should have put it for yesterday, since yesterday was where all the tornadoes happened. In fact, some long track violent tornadoes. There was likely an EF4 tornado that hit North Carolina last night because of one of the supercells that were spawned by Isaias. There was a violent tornado that was spawned by a supercell. I mean, there's still supercells being produced by Isaias, but there's not as much instability as there was last night when all the tornadoes occurred. And look at that, another tree came down today. So we didn't just lose limbs, we lost numerous trees too. A lot of foliage was lost today. At least 2 to 3% of all trees have been coming down in the New York City area. If you're watching, please comment. I just want to know who's like watching this video. Thank you so much. Oh God, another tree came down. Like there was more, like numerous trees came down today. This all came down because of Isaias here. So and it's a maple tree that came down. I mean, look at this stuff here. It smells like a maple too. Man, damn it. Wow. Well, I'm ending the stream now. Thank you all for watching. Bye.